So Synchrony basically is one of the biggest credit service providers in the US, if not the biggest. Okay, and here in the Philippines, we are a customer service center. We cater to our bank in the US and our clients in the US. But then again, just to market our company, and now we are a great place to work certified company. We got basically the number one award, the number one great place to work award a year back, 2 years back, and last year as well, and then number two this year. Number two from, I think number one is DHL, but in the call center industry, I think we're still at the top. That goes to show how much we care about our employees, and how far we go basically to make sure that they are taken care of when it comes to health, safety, security, and life basically as a whole. Okay, so we do reach out not just to the employees but to their families as well in some of our benefits. Yep. So Rod, can you go ahead with the video?
I feel a sense of pride because it's not every day that a company gets certified as a great place to work. I've been part of many different companies, but Synchrony feels like my second home.
First thing that I like about working in Synchrony is that it's diversity and inclusivity, where it encourages you to be who you really are in the workplace, regardless of your gender identity, sexual orientation, age, ethnic origin, familial status, religion, or what have you. It invests in our employees, giving us various trainings and learnings that may not be commonly found in a call center setting.
We love what we do for our people. We build our unique culture through our Synchrony values. We are responsible, honest, and driven. We are passionate, bold, and most of all, we are caring.
What makes Synchrony a great place to work? You know, we have our Synchrony values. We have 6 of them, but to me, the most important value that drives the great place to work vibe is caring. From the top, from Margaret Keene, all the way down to our associates. As a leader, you have to be able to prove that to your people, that you care about them and that you don't expect them to do anything that you're not willing to do. Being recognized as a great place to work is really just a validation for what we do every single day. The biggest part of my job is to make sure that we have the best work environment for our employees to do their best work. And I think we do a great job of that. To me, the great place to work score and validation is really just showing that we do the right thing every single day.
We are a great place to work.
folks ang Alert Level 4 sa Bulkang Taal.
₱25,392 na ang kaso ng COVID-19 sa Pilipinas.
Family Day!
Giving the floor now to you, Sir Joey. I think one of the questions earlier that was asked was coming from a student from Iligan, if you're hiring students from Iligan or Mindanao area.
Yeah, sadly for now, no, because one of our just to be able to support people working remotely, we need these people to be at least in commutable distance from our hubs or from our offices, no. Mainly for support, because it is really hard to give support. Mostly tech support and HR support, medical and everything if the person is quite far from your hub. So that's one challenge we have right now. So for now, what we require is a person to be within commutable distance. I guess from Cebu, it's within the island of Cebu. Okay, and Mactan maybe since it's close by and connected with the bridge. And then for Manila, we go as far as basically the greater Metro Manila area, maybe as far as Batangas and Quezon, but not too far wherein it would be a challenge lending support to our employees as well, because as we all know, at these times, connectivity is quite an issue when it comes to working at home. And we want to make sure that everybody is supported by our IT team, wherein quick support will always come with distance and proximity, right? So if you're too far from the hub, we might not be able to lend you support right away, and which will basically in return, make you unproductive and lose money basically by not being able to work, right? So that's one challenge we have right now. So I'm sorry for that, but for now we cannot support that yet.
I see.
Maybe in the future, if technology becomes better, we can consider that, but not for now.
Right, thank you, Sir Joey. So we have a question from one of our attendees. For companies that are accepting internship, there are possibilities that students might get a regular job on your company after they graduated.
Yes, internship programs basically within Synchrony are mostly for HR and the finance
Mhm.
group. Okay, for now we have challenges with that because our interns basically are not given employee numbers. Hence,
Mhm.
they won't be given they will not have direct access to our systems and will not be able to work remotely. Okay, but once everything goes back to normal and we have our offices open, even at least at a hybrid setup, now then we can start considering internships again for those positions for HR and finance. And yes, we do basically give interns opportunities to be hired or absorbed basically in due time once they graduate. Yep.
Mhm.
Actually, one of my coordinators right now in Manila used to be an intern, and is now basically a recruitment coordinator.
That's good
And
to
then
hear.
again, that recruitment coordinators basically can also be absorbed as recruitment specialists in the company as
Right.
well. Because my specialist right now in Manila used to be a former recruitment coordinator, so we do give opportunities like that.
That's great to hear, sir. And I think last question we have here is similar to the question earlier. What are your initiatives on employer welfare with the pandemic around?
There are a lot basically. Maybe some I can share, some I cannot share. But we rest assured, one is we've basically given out care packages to our employees on a regular basis, which includes all the necessities when it comes to being able to survive the pandemic, like vitamins, face masks, shields, alcohol, and everything. No, and we do that on a regular basis. We make sure that everybody is supported in working from home. I think that's the number one priority right now is having
Mhm.
people not requiring people to go out of their homes just to work, no? Because as we all know, even if it's we're at the alert level 2 right now, nothing's still safe and nothing's still sure, right? Number two is we do give lend support basically for COVID based on medical support. We go out of our way and above and beyond the usual medical support we give to our employees pre-pandemic. We make sure that everybody is taken care of, even if they're hospitalized or whether they're just basically at home. No, we all aside from that, the hospitalization, the HMO, and all the other support, financial support we give to those infected with COVID with the virus. We also have on standby maybe a multitude of oxygen tanks that we can deliver in a snap. What if an employer requires one? And we do have regular mental health sessions online where employees can join basically and learn different ways to cope with mental with the stress of working in this condition, right? We also have regular Ask Us Anything sessions wherein leaders and doctors as well join that session as panelists to answer any questions regarding what's happening with the company, what during this pandemic, what we have to offer, what's new, and for the doctors basically for them to lend support or educate our employees on how to cope up, and sometimes just as simple as how to what do you call this? Make sure that you are keeping yourself healthy. You know, aside from that, we do offer actually even before the pandemic. No, we did offer mental health support over the phone. Okay, this is really part of Synchrony's core benefits, basically. So employees as well as their family members can call a helpline and discuss anything out of the sun, whether it's problems mentally or physically, or even problems with financial and credit problems, as well as marriage problems, etc. Anything actually. And aside from that, we added also a life coaching supplier vendor that gives individual life coaching sessions to employees who would require it as well. And I think that's
Mhm.
one big thing we added to the list of benefits, health benefits we've offered to our employees post pandemic.
Right. So those are good stuff, especially for our students who are looking for potential job at this pandemic time. So
Mhm.
thank you so much, Sir Joey, for your time and for joining us and for sharing what are you doing and what are the opportunities available for our students. I am pretty sure they're very stoked that they have learned a lot about BPO and shared services companies or employers.
Thank you as well for having me today. I appreciate the invite, and I do appreciate everybody who joined this session. I hope you learned a lot. I'm not. We're not really just here to sell our company, but we're here basically to show you, to show everybody that there are opportunities there, even within during this time of the pandemic. We are hiring. We've actually hired more people the past year and a half than what we've hired, in 2019 pre-pandemic or even before that. We used to hire around maybe an average of 900. Last year we hired around 1.5. This year we've already hired more than 2,000. So there's
That's a
been a
lot.
change in the dynamics, but the change is actually positive, since we've basically given opportunities to a lot of employment opportunities, more employment opportunities to our Filipino constituents, basically within during the pandemic period. No, so I think that is a positive thing. The company does not basically, our company Synchrony does not look at. Of course, it is important, but for now, well, cost savings and everything is not really that much of a priority, because the priority right now basically is supporting our employees.